Okay, so we're back today to talk about the Death Wish series, which have a strange release history, I should say, with Part 5 being made available the earliest in a lot of countries, such as Sweden and Denmark, Holland, coming out early in 2013, amongst staggered other releases of some of the sequels. And then in America, in August of last year, parts 2, 3 and 4 came out. But for the first time in high definition this month, we have the original Death Wish and what was touted as a 40th anniversary edition. So when I heard this was coming out late last year, I pre-ordered it and I picked up the other 3 available sequels from the America. Part 5 still not available in anywhere but some European countries, and those are almost out of print. I'll talk about that later. So this here is the original Death Wish from 1974, starring Charles Bronson. It's a vigilante revenge film, and it's very good and gritty, and everything you'd want from a vigilante film set in New York in the 70s. Notable for appearance of a young Jeff Goldblum in his film debut. Despite being a 40th anniversary edition, it doesn't say that anywhere on the disc, but there was a sticker on the plastic that showed you that said that it was the 40th anniversary release. Other than it being actually the 40th anniversary, they haven't done anything too special. It just includes the theatrical trailer. But the good news is that the print is in excellent condition. No blemishes or scratches, cracks. Quite robust, looks great in motion. It's a huge step up from DVD, and just a really pleasing looking, just exactly the way you'd want it to look, and exactly the way it should look. Still very filmic. The audio is what it is. I don't think the audio was ever gangbusters in the first place, but the audio is strong for what it is. It isn't the original mono. So there's the cover, quite nice. Back, and just pretty much a plain disc. No inner artwork or booklet or anything. So even though they've gone pretty much bare bones on this edition, it's not hugely overpriced, and it's an amazing film, and it looks real nice. As far as these other releases that came out before Death Wish, which I'm sure their sales are picking up now that the first one is out, we have Death Wish 2, 3 and 4. They all have pretty solid transfers, and all the prints were in good condition, but they were made on a much more limited budget, and in the 80s when the film stock was not as nice as the 70s, so they don't actually look as good as the 1974, but they do look about as good as they probably can. Really robust colours, prints in good shape as I said, and they all have just mono sound. All 3 of them are fun sequels. The second one is probably closest in tone to the original. Some of the other ones do get a bit over the top. But I think they're all worth picking up, and you can pick these up really cheap. None of them come with anything more than a trailer, I believe, and maybe not even that. I can't actually remember. Certainly they could be classed as bare bones releases, but I recommend them. If you like the first one, you'll probably like these well enough as follow-ups. Now, Part 5, as I say, has only been released in some European countries. Part 5 was made straight to television. It's the equivalent of a straight to DVD release of today. Belated sequel, and is, it's okay, but by far the worst of the series. I've seen it second hand because it's hard to buy new for quite ridiculous prices. I'm sure it'll get picked up for an American release or a British release, or at least in some country again, and be quite cheap. And it's probably just one if you're a completist. I'll just pick it up if I can pick it up cheap. I'm not too fussed. These are the ones I was really interested in getting. So, go get them.